welcome to my Let's Play / stream of Star Trek Online with my TOS era character. This is part 15, when we will start the Romulan Mystery, the mission Heading Out, and then we'll carry it on with the mission Empress Sela. So I will hail Admiral Quinn. I could actually go and walk over and speak to him, but I can't be asked. But also she just announced that we have a new ship. It's actually a patrol escort, but I've put it in the Tempest Class. And there it is, the USS Thor. It's actually a patrol escort you saw at the end of the last mission. Just upgraded everything to Mark 12. Not sure how long we'll actually be in it, because since we reached level 50 we gonna go into a new ship, which will be a sea store ship. I'm pretty sure it'll probably be the Prometheus class. So I'll hail Admiral Quinn and I'll do my usual messing about. So I shall leave you in his capable hands.
Pick up Damar Khan on Starbase 114 and bring him to Starbase 39 Sierra. Starbase 114 is located in the Sela system in the Beta Quadrant.
So I've actually made a boo-boo. Looks like I'm not supposed. I thought I meant to meet him at here. Oh well. Looks like we're gonna. Looks like we're going on a trip then. Just got messed up here. Won't be the first time I've messed something up, so go ahead. I'll leave the system and then head to Starbase 115. Should be alright now. We're a lot more faster at warp speed, but at least we get a little bit more time with the patrol escort. Guess that's a bonus. Tempest is actually a upgrade of this ship. It's a tier 5 variant. I actually do have it, but that's why I could use the template. It does look nice though compared to the other lot. Oh, there we go. Pick up the Khan.
Hello! Admiral Quinn told me that you would be available to take me to Starbase 39 Sierra. From there, I'm going to the Hobus system. I'd be happy to answer any questions you have about that area. Fascinating place. I've made it my life's work. This life, anyway.
This life?
I am a Trill. Some among my people are lucky enough to be joined with a symbiotic life form. We share our bodies with them, and in return they share lifetimes of knowledge and memories with us. I am Khan's 7th host, and most of us have been scientists. My predecessor, Lenara Khan, was working to create artificial wormholes. I studied the effects of supernova.
Lenara Khan was a character. She made an appearance on Deep Space Nine and just Sia, Dax. Was one of the hosts, the previous hosts. They were married, and Sia was ready to break taboo and go off with her, but Lenara wasn't.
Goodbye.
Tell me about the Hobus system.
In 2387, the star in the Hobus system went supernova. The resulting explosion devastated the planets in the system, of course. But then it created a chain reaction that cut a path of destruction more than 500 light years long. More than a dozen systems were affected by the Hobus event. Most notably, the Romulus system. Both Romulus and Remus were destroyed. Billions lost their lives. The thing is, an M-class planet like Romulus should have been protected by its stellar magnetosphere and its planetary magnetic field. They act like shields to protect the planet from radiation, and a supernova blast is highly energetic radiation. If the supernova is large enough, it will overwhelm those defenses, but the Romulans should have had decades to prepare for the wave's arrival. As it was, they only had hours. Goodbye.
Didn't Starfleet try to help the Romulans?
Ambassador Spock attempted to organize an evacuation, but the Romulan Senate refused. I guess they thought they had more time. That was a horrible time. Ambassador Spock had a plan to stop the wave, but after the destruction, a Romulan named Nero blamed him. Nero had a ship of awesome power. We still don't know everything about the Narada, but we think the Romulans used Borg technology to create it. Nero destroyed dozens of our ships, and even attacked a Klingon fleet led by General Worf. I hear Worf barely survived. Ultimately, Nero confronted Spock in the Hobus system. Spock managed to use red matter to create an artificial singularity to contain the worst of the supernova's blast, but both he and Nero were lost.
And we know what happened to both of them. What is the current Romulan political situation?
In a word, troubled. Sela rules what remains of the Star Empire, and isn't shy about using the Tal Shiar and the military to bring systems back into the fold. Meanwhile, Ditan and his unificationists have formed the Romulan Republic. The Federation and the Klingons recently recognized them at Khitomer, while Empress Sela and her allies express their disapproval violently. Tensions remain high. The Remans have formed a resistance movement in response to Imperial persecution. There's a lot of bad blood between Remans and Romulans that could end rather poorly. Even more troubling are reports concerning Taurus, the former Imperial Praetor. She was ousted from power by Sela, and rumor has it she's seeking powerful allies from both within the Empire and without. Sela made a lot of enemies over the years. This could be their chance to settle old scores. Goodbye.
Are you ready to go?
Packed and ready. The USS Tucker is waiting for me at the starbase. They'll be taking me to the Hobus system. Maybe this time we'll find the clues we need to solve this mystery. Goodbye.
Okay. And let's warp out. So Taris, she was in the episode of TNG that she was the commander of the warbird that was over Iconia. So we're going to Starbase 39 Sierra. It's over there. Now, do we have? No, we don't. But let's listen to some rules of acquisition, shall we?
Rule number 7: keep your ears open.
There's no Tier 6 version of this ship, which is a shame. I mean, it would be nice if there was a patrol escort, but I guess they don't want to.
Rule 35: peace is good for business.
And Rule 34: war is good for business. It's easy to get the two confused. Now, in the old days, there used to be a mission.
Thank you for your assistance. Is there anything else you want to know?
Are you scared to go into Romulan space?
Never! The crew of the Tucker can handle anything the Romulans can throw at us. Besides, you can only learn so much from sensors and probes. To really understand the Hobus system, we need to be there.
What can you tell me about Romulan space?
The Romulans are touchy. Watch what you say or you'll be in for a fight. The Remans don't even bother talking before they fire, so I think they're more dangerous than the Romulans. Sela's found some new allies too. They're from the Delta Quadrant, but I don't know much about them.
What should I do now?
Wish me luck. Oh, and I'd check in with Admiral Quinn before you leave. She might have new orders for you. Goodbye.
Okay. So here we are at the Starbase 39 Sierra. This is the operational base for the entirety of the
You may have heard about the tragedy at Khitomer. Empress Sela attempted to disrupt the conference with a bomb, resulting in the death of Commander Temer. Now, Sela is offering a political reconciliation with the Federation, despite the fact that we have allied with the Romulan Republic. She has invited Federation diplomats to meet with her delegation at a secure base on the edge of the neutral zone. However, we have recently received intelligence that Sela is amassing a fleet. We are sending you with the peace delegation as cover for your investigation into Sela's activities. This is a very delicate situation. You must try to covertly obtain information about Sela's plans without disrupting our peace efforts or upsetting Sela. However, we do have an agent in her retinue who will help you.
so we shall
I have new missions.
So I shall accept that, and we're not going to be docking at the Starbase 39, which is a shame. So with the pot system, you used to have to. You used to have a whole mission that actually took you to the Hobus system. That they got rid of it. You actually took Khan to the Hobus system, which is over there. So we're heading to the Agamara system. Swing shot around the start. Yeah, so weapons and everything's ready. We're pretty much ready for whatever the Empress has to throw at us. And because we are jumping up in ranks, I'm pretty sure that between now and probably the end of this, we probably will hit our level 65, which means we get to do some of the additional missions. Just gonna see when they plan on turning it off. So it will be turned off the 15th of May, so yeah, we should go through the ranks as we shoot past the star. Good thing I stopped it, so let's begin. Empress Sela. We arrived in the Agamara system, Captain. Incoming house, sir. Do you want me to put in the main screen? What screen?
Greetings and welcome to Agrama. I am pleased that Starfleet sent such a notable officer as its representative at this conference. Please enter a standard orbit and transport down to these coordinates. This meeting may mark the beginning of a new day for the Federation and the Romulan Star Empire.
I hope we can find a path to peace. There has been too much conflict between our peoples. Yeah, better look at the USS Thor. Unfortunately, I can't zoom in anymore. I wish I could. Okay, let's get this show on the road, shall we? In the standard orbit. We've ready to standard orbit, sir. Are you ready to beam down? Away team, assemble in transporter room 1. So I will not be taking Tarsi. I'll be taking Tamet, who's my science officer. And I will be taking Scabbing with me. Don't need 2 tactical officers, need a healer. Your Highness.
The rest of the delegates are already in the conference room. My aide, Jevon, will take you there. I have some business to attend to before we begin.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you, Empress. I look forward to a productive conversation. We've got Consul Narek.
Welcome to Agrama. Isn't this a lovely facility? You must tour the atrium later. Hard to believe this system was infested by Orion pirates not long ago. You know, some of my colleagues were against this meeting, but I lobbied for it. I said the entire Federation cannot be as blind as the people who were at the farce at Kittimer. If you just see the problems the Romulan Republic are causing, I'm sure you can persuade your government to reconsider their rash choice and sever their agreements with these rebels.
It'll take more than a warm welcome to make us change our mind about the Republic, Consular. Vulcan Ambassador to Pelt.
It is agreeable to meet with you. You have my people's enduring gratitude for how you handled that matter with Ambassador Soketh. This is another trying time for Vulcan. The Romulan Star Empire blames the Vulcan Science Academy for the Hobus supernova that destroyed their world. They are utterly intransigent in this misguided belief, despite the fact that Ambassador Spock warned them of the danger and ultimately gave his life to stop the loss of even more worlds. Romulans are a most illogical people. Sometimes I find it hard to believe we were once a single species.
Yeah, but they did kind of hide it. So we'll talk to Ambassador Kernera.
I am so pleased to see the Federation recognize and attempt to rectify its past mistakes. I knew that a people as clever as yours would realize eventually that it is folly to antagonize the Romulan Star Empire. I am also confident it will only be a matter of time before you realize that you have made a grievous error by allying yourselves with terrorists, scoundrels, and thieves. The sooner you renounce your poorly considered alliance with the so-called Romulan Republic, the sooner we will be able to come to a mutually beneficial arrangement.
I can only say that I'm glad that we have taken this first step. This is Ambassador Gerald Singahara.
I thought the Federation's alliance with the Romulan Republic would be the end of any meaningful dialogues with Empress Sela. After all, she considers the Republic to be a terrorist organization. She may have an ulterior motive for inviting us here, but we had to take the chance that Sela's offer to negotiate is sincere, and act in kind. The Federation must pursue every avenue for peace.
I agree, Ambassador. Maybe she's seen how pointless this conflict is. Ambassador Moria Peterson.
The Romulans can be so difficult to deal with, especially these Imperials. They are forever setting traps, twisting words, and jockeying for advantage. Even a conference with the Klingons would be preferable. At least you know where you stand with Klingons. I'm reminded of a line I read once in an ancient Earth text. Hide a knife behind a smile. Every smile here hides a knife.
The 138th rule of acquisition. Sharper the smile, sharper the knife. I'll be on my guard. And Senator Sarek.
We are so pleased that you were able to attend our conference. The Empire was quite dismayed at your decision to support the terrorist insurgents rather than the rightful government of the Romulan people. So much for your vaunted Prime Directive. In any case, neither of us benefit from extended conflict. So, despite your questionable alliances, we are choosing to open negotiations in hopes of normalizing relations. relations between the Federation and the Romulan Star Empire.
Let us consider today as the first step towards lasting accord.
I apologize for the interruption. My name is Tokar. I am one of the stewards here. We've had a slight complication with the dietary requirements of some of your delegation. Could I borrow you for a moment so we can clear this up?
I guess so, but I'm not sure how much I'll be, how much help I will be. Oh, graphical glitches. Yeah, aliens can be annoying. Trust me. Okay, Tokaf, what do you want?
Franklin Drake says you can be trusted. That is enough for me. There's more going on here than a diplomatic conference. Sela has no interest in courting the Federation. So why is she suddenly doing so now? We're going to find out what she's up to.
What do you propose?
The lower level of this facility is off limits to everyone but the Empress and her aides. But that access hatch right over there opens up to a maintenance tunnel that leads down. The doorway is guarded. So while I distract the guards, you sneak through the door.
Lead the way.
Just ahead, in the northeast corner of the room, there will be a security room near the exit of the maintenance tunnel on the level below us. Access one of the consoles there. Maybe you'll learn more about what she's doing. I need to get back to the reception before I'm missed. But I should be able to cover your absence for a few minutes. More than that, then you're on your own.
Alright, thanks. So let's head down. Franklin Drake was the guy that gave us the mission to Nimbus III. I get the console. Access security console. Access communication logs. Coding IOTA 215 classified material, eyes only from and to Commander to Jan Empress Sela. Per our agreement, my ships have required the Borg spear that had been towed to the Praetor system. I appreciate your prompt acceptance of our proposal for new hunting grounds and interest in prey that you may have promised us. Access to security cameras. Storage facility camera.
Empress, the fleet is on its way to Vulcan.
Excellent. Have the weapons loaded aboard my ship. I will depart as soon as they are on board. At last, we will have our revenge for the destruction of Romulus. Hail Hakiv and put him through to my personal terminal. Then leave me. I have matters to attend to.
Yes, Empress.
Access the office camera.
Computer, begin playback of file 2895 Gamma.
After I left Starfleet, I made it my life's work to reunite the Romulans with their Vulcan brothers. For many years, I lived among them and waged a campaign of peace. 21 years ago, the star of the Hobus system went supernova and sent a wave of devastation across the quadrant. I promised to save the Romulan homeworld. I failed.
Computer, end file. I cannot suffer more of that arrogant fool. Soon, Vulcan will suffer the same fate as my world.
That doesn't look good. Access transport inhibitor system.
I have Hakiv, Empress.
Patch him through.
Greetings, Empress.
My fleet has launched for Vulcan. I expect you to rendezvous with us there.
Alas, I must disappoint you. The terrorist cells of the Romulan Republic demand my full attention. Kittimer did not go as planned. Now they have powerful allies, and with Taurus missing.
Spare me your excuses, Hakiv. Nothing is more important than avenging the destruction of our homeworld. You disappoint me, Hakiv. I trust you will not do so again.
Ooh. Tensions. Right. You have to go and deal with these weapons. Phaleron signatures. Wait, these are Phaleron weapons? Oh shit. Boom!
I should have known the Federation would send spies instead of diplomats. And you call us treacherous. No matter. You may have destroyed these weapons, but my fleet is already en route to Vulcan. You cannot stop what has begun. Guards! Capture the intruders!
Well, shit.
Whatever you did down there, it made quite an impression. Good work on disabling the transport inhibitor. Your ambassadors are safely back on their ships, but I had to blow my cover to get them there. Now it's time for me to get out while I still can. Farewell.
Thanks for your help, Takef. I hope we meet again. Are you ready to return to the ship, Captain? Yes, I bloody am. Admiral, the satellites are emitting dampening field that has knocked out our engines offline. The diplomatic vessels have been similarly affected. Initiate a feedback pulse. Get the hell out of here.
I would not have believed anyone capable of this.
Yeah, I can see that. don't think the Romulans are too happy with us. Communication systems are available, sir. How, Admiral Quinn?
I had not expected to hear from you so soon. Was your mission successful?
Sela has launched an attack fleet and her target is Vulcan.
I should have expected as much. You cannot trust them. I never do. I am contacting all available ships. We will meet you there.
Good luck, Admiral. We've done all we can here. I'm transmitting an emergency signal to Starfleet Command. Course loading for Vulcan, sir. Warp to Vulcan system.
Thanks to your warning, we were able to divert some ships to defend Vulcan. I have come to personally command the defense. The other forces have already been briefed. Your role in this battle will be to defend the science vessels that have set up a tachyon detection grid to detect any cloaked Romulan ships. We cannot allow any enemy ships to slip through.
Oh, I understand, Admiral.
The ships maintaining the grid will be priority targets for the Romulans, but they must remain in position or the grid will collapse. That is why I need you to protect them.
Alright, let's go and do it. Defend the science vessels.
How can you fight what you cannot see? Surrender now, and I may give you a merciful death.
Our tachyon detection grid has revealed scout ships attempting to penetrate the perimeter.
Little Talisses. I don't really think you're going to attack the heart of the Federation and get away with it. What, are you an idiot?
Maintain formation. All other forces converge on the Romulan.
I mean, it's just the heart. This is not only a stone throw away from bloody Earth. You really think this was going to be a success?
Target's shields have failed. Left shields failing. Shields failing.
I love those quad cannons.
Reinforcements are en route. Hold the line.
Oh, and good old. Ourselves a little space battle here.
You may have won this day, but the fight will continue. Romulus will be avenged. There will be blood for blood, death for death. My world is gone. I will not rest until Vulcan suffers the same fate.
Vulcan is not to blame, Sela. The Federation wants peace with your people.
Indeed. Then why does Starfleet use ships equipped with weapons of mass destruction? Why did the Vulcan Science Council willfully refuse to assist us when there was a chance to save our world? Every sorrow in my life can be laid at the feet of the Federation.
You're blinded by anger and grief. I hope you see the truth before it's too late. I'm detecting some unusual energy signatures coming from some of the debris in the Romulan vessels, sir. Move closer and scan the debris. Sir, this debris traces of ball signature energy signatures. I think the Romulans may have modified the ships to with ball technology. Something to look into. We have completed our objective here, sir. Are you ready to depart the system? I am. The people of Vulcan and Starfleet Command both asked me to congratulate you on averting what could have been a terrible disaster. I am deeply concerned by your discovery of Romulan attempts to modify ball technology. Sela is desperate to hold the remnants of the Romulan Empire together, and desperate people will take greater risks. Under the circumstances, it is logical to assume that we have not seen the last of Sela. Perhaps she will come to realise that Vulcan and Starfleet were not to blame for the destruction of Romulus before she returns.
Congratulations, Admiral.
Right. Well, means that you're here watching. I'm going to tip over the thing to make me level 50, which means this was the only mission that this ship was ever going to be involved in.
Congratulations, Admiral.
So we are now Vice Admiral. So I will go back to space dock and change ship. So what I will do, I shall show you what ship I'm going to be getting.
I have new missions for you.
Yeah, I know you got new missions for me, but I'm gonna go and get a new ship. So we got to head back to Earth. I thought I might as well do this while I'm here. Which means now I've got to go and upgrade all my weapons. After I've just upgraded them all, I've got to do them all again. I've got to move them all to Mark 14. Upgrades are never done. Thank God. Thank the Titans that they're I Phoenix upgrades. Anyway, level 15 means I get a tier 5 ship. A proper tier 5 ship. This is a tier 5 ship, but it's not really a tier 5 ship. I thought I might as well do this here while I'm there, and then part 16 rather have to explain where the hell did that ship come from, like I had to in the other ones. Basically, I don't have to do that now. So we head over. Don't think there's any mission related to promotion, but we are going to be flying the Prometheus. Now, if you're not aware of the Prometheus appeared in an episode of Voyager. And it's actually there. And it's not that one. It is the multi-vector advanced escort. It's the Cerberus, but there's the Prometheus. There it is. So it was a multi-vectoral ship. It won't be called the Memphis. It was a multi-vector ship basically that deployed into free attack things, and I think that the version there has that ability to split into 3 ships, which I probably won't do because it weakens the ship. So I'll go and upgrade. I've got to think of a catchy name for the ship as well. And I'll see you in part 16, where we will go and undertake desperate measures. And we'll see what exactly the Romulans are up to. So thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you in part 16. Ciao.